Avengers Doomsday. Finally.
The meat of the bones.
Finally. The meat finally dropped its first, and might I add, full-length trailer. By no means is this a teaser. Like, this is a legit trailer, Beans. Friggin' finally. Give me just your broad strokes reaction to seeing this for the first time.
First of all, shout out to my cousin Quincy for sending me that. I thought he was lying at first. Because I'm like, wait, what'd you say? And
Way to go, Quincy.
Well, here's the other thing, too. Like, recently, I have all my personal social media accounts have been deactivated. Because
Healthy place to be.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't need to waste my time scrolling.
Nope.
So when he comes in there, it's like, it's out. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I go and watch, and I'm like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
This is not a fan release.
Yeah.
Watching that, first of all, 2 minutes is awesome.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Seeing everybody that's been confirmed.
Mhm.
No spoilies. No big, like, oh, he's in this?
Sure. Sure.
The X-Men, this is where I'm going to start off with.
Do it.
The X-Men look fantastic. Okay, and we're talking comic accurate X-Men. Channing Tatum's Gambit, it looks like he picked right up from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Truly.
Phenomenal.
Truly.
He looked like Gambit. Sticks with it.
Part of what I enjoyed real quick about that is I had just truly forgotten that, oh yeah, Gambit's going to be in this. Seriously. And I remember, like, now when I saw him, like, oh, of course, I remember Channing Tatum's name being in that initial teaser for this movie where they're just lining up all the chairs and the camera's panning across the names. But that was part of the joy of watching this trailer was, oh, that's right. Oh, it just being reminded because it's been a piece of time since that initial teaser and this full genuine trailer.
I know I could watch Gambit fight for days.
Right?
I could.
What a
He's
fun,
one of the most fun characters to watch.
Yes.
And they did so well with him in Deadpool Wolverine where I'm like, do it again.
Yep.
And you're going to have him fight Shang-Chi?
They nailed the mechanics.
All right. Shang-Chi versus Gambit.
Yeah,
Let them
this
fight
is fun.
for like 20 minutes. I'm dead serious because that fight will be awesome.
Wildly entertaining.
If done properly, will be done amazingly.
Totally agree.
So Mystique coming aboard, which again, it's one of those names that you're like, who's that? I'm like, oh,
right.
Mystique.
Right.
And does not look like the original trilogy.
No. Very different look for Rebecca Romijn in that role.
And went comic accurate. And I'm like, I like it.
What a novel idea.
I like it. I didn't mind the old school, but at the same time, it's like, you're wearing a shirt. That's a positive, right? Wearing a shirt.
It's what it always should have been.
Oh, for sure.
It's just like how this is one of those things where truly, like, I'm trying to understand how on earth 25 years ago, I both get it and don't get it. It's like, yeah, I understand the like brash, blatant sex appeal, but also, oh my gosh, like that is so brash, right? It's like, how are we really doing this?
Yeah, I always wondered that too.
Yeah.
It's like, so you guys are just chill with her being naked, huh?
Yeah. That never should have been.
No.
That.
Because that's what it was.
Correct.
You know.
Correct.
So,
it wasn't for the benefit of the character.
No.
It wasn't. So this is better.
Cyclops looked phenomenal. And it makes me upset that James Marsden was done so dirty in the original trilogy.
Years. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And that's 90s Cyclops look, by the way, which is Cyclops' easily best look.
Best look.
All right,
No
is
question.
the 90s look. He looks sick. Okay.
He does.
We haven't seen Magneto or Professor X's like full. Well, Professor X is just going to be in a chair.
They're kind of in the nursing home look right
Yeah.
now. That's really what we're getting. Is nursing home a little harsh? Retirement home? I think nursing home is closer to accurate.
I think they're
it's
both
maybe a step too far, but it's closer to that than retirement.
I think while they were filming this film together again, they're like, "How are we still here?" That sounds really bad, but they're both in their 80s, and
I'm sure they're like, "How are they still paying us money to do this? Right? Can you believe it? This is great. We just have to sit here.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and we
chessboard again,
and we
Deal.
get to talk about our
no stunts,
probably real life friendship now, right? We've done this for so long, so
truly.
Yeah, looked sweet. The only downside, no Nightcrawler, which they announced, and he is present in this movie. No Beast either.
Right.
It actually gets me super hyped to see those guys come aboard because you're like, oh, we're gonna get comic accurate Nightcrawler and comic accurate Beast, which we technically got with the end of the Marvels movie, which is hilarious.
Correct.
And he looked phenomenal in that.
Yep.
So I'll be very curious on that route. I'm not gonna lie. For the rest of it, I really didn't care too much. Doom looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I'll bring up. Doom looked like Doctor Doom. And I am so happy and over the moon. And at the same time, I'm like, this is RDJ playing Doctor Doom. So I don't know how long we're going to actually get Doctor Doom. If we even get Doctor Doom, we can talk about that later.
Yeah,
but
we'll get into that.
From what we can see, sick, stopping Thor with 2 fingers. I'm all aboard. All right, this looks dope.
Instant tone setter.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
It does get me curious, though, right? Because we're watching this trailer. They have really not revealed anything like if he's got help on the other side. Like, what's that look like, right? We have some ideas of the story, probably, especially if it's leading into Secret Wars.
Yep.
So we'll see what that does. But from a trailer perspective, I think the X-Men was the biggest takeaway. I really also I was rewatching the trailer. And I stopped it when they're all in like the new Avengers tower, and nothing made me laugh harder than Red Guardian being in all the new Avengers gear, and I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. He's repping all of that from that movie.
Yep. In his sellout outfit where he's just branded every square inch of his outfit.
So pumped. I'm so pumped for that. But yeah, like outside of that, I mean, that's pretty much it for me. It's that great. The X-Men, I think, are the big takeaway. Like, we got the mutants back, baby.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that's there's several great takeaways. The first and foremost is of course the presence of Doctor Doom, and to your point, the look, like right out of the gate, perfect. Looks exactly like what he should look like. The other piece that was super encouraging was the characters that over the last several years. Right? It's been a very uneven sequencing of stories and movies. The cohesion is a theory. It's not a fact. But getting to see certain characters that I'm really eager to see more of, even when we were watching the movies going, all right, this isn't great, but I still like this individual character. I think of Namor.
Yep.
Right? Excited to see more of him and that representation of that character. Shang-Chi, who you already mentioned. It's like, fantastic. Very
You have been waving his flag for a long time.
Absolutely. I'll keep waving Shang's flag there. Gambit, again, I already talked a little bit about, like, oh yeah, I forgot he's in the movie, but that's such a pleasant surprise. Loki, right?
Yep.
That was a nice little plug to get for his character.
But TVA Loki.
Right. So I just appreciated, even though I have no idea what to do with the little tease, I appreciated that they showed him. To me, that was significant, right? That they're willing to show his character there's substance there. What on earth the substance really is, feel free to speculate wildly. I don't know, other than I'm glad that he is present and will hopefully have a role of not insignificance. So that's pretty fascinating. A little squirrel thought here. It'd be fascinating if he is used, like in the mechanics of the story, if he's used as the Molecule Man was used in the comic storyline, where Doctor Doom is trying to like kill all the Molecule Men, and now if Doctor Doom's trying to like kill all the Lokis from the multiverse, I digress. Random thought, there it is. Who we didn't get to see was also noteworthy, right? You already mentioned Beast and Nightcrawler. There's no Captain Marvel, no Spider-Man and Hulk, which is really understandable since the timing of this trailer is coming out before that movie, so I get it. But no Deadpool, no Doctor Strange, no Wolverine.
Yeah, that was the big thing I picked up.
Yes.
I said right away, I was like, there's a lack of legacy characters here. Yes, Thor's here, and yes, Steve is here, but
we saw Ant-Man and that was it. No lines of dialogue.
So, but what's their full roles here? Mm-hmm. And I think that might be part of the reason why I'm not as hyped as I would be otherwise.
It's just the reality of where we're at.
Right.
Like, enough time has passed from those legacy characters that momentum is fairly well spent, right? So you're trying to restart in a very real way that momentum that you once had. And so you're trying to pull the best pieces out of what you've done so far. And it's the characters. Nothing has been accomplished from a storytelling perspective, quite frankly. It just hasn't. And so you're pulling characters and you're going to try and do this cumulative character mashup, payoff type story. But here's the biggest challenge. You haven't had a buildup of a story. And this is the tallest task that they've ever tried to pull off. Not just because of the sheer volume of characters, but because unlike the Infinity War buildup where you've had that cohesive story culminating in Infinity War and Endgame, you just haven't had that. You've had some smattering of characters. So anyway, we don't need to get too far down that rabbit hole. That's ground that we've covered and will continue to discuss as we get closer to the release date. But I love what you said. That legacy word is really critical. Yes, we get Captain America in there, but there's an open question as to, okay, which Captain America is this? Is this the Captain America we'd all prefer to see, right? Could be. Could very well not be. We don't know. We're fully back in the multiverse shenanigans.
It's the Human Torch.
It's
happened before.
That's right. Happened before.
I don't think the Human Torch is worthy, though.
So remains to be seen. Okay. But I was pleased to get the trailer. Obviously, a lot of fun to finally get the true, I think, marketing machine rolling. And I think we're only going to benefit as fans that we have Dune Part 3 and then Avengers Doomsday competing for our eyeballs on the same day. I think that's going to be a fun dynamic for us to live in as fans over these next several months on these respective hype trains, like competing with each other, because usually that means you as the consumer win. So
yeah, you guys have fun competing. I know what I'm doing.
That's exactly
I'm only
right.
going to one of those two.
He's going to both of them. Don't worry. Okay. Here's where I want to go with this. The official synopsis, okay, that's listed on IMDb reads as such. Heroes from 3 different worlds must unite when they're thrust together to confront a catastrophic danger that could destroy everything they know. All right, 3 different worlds. So we've got the Earth 616,
yep,
the Avengers universe that we've come to know and love, Earth 828, I believe will be that other universe. That's the Fantastic Four universe. And this will be a question we're going to circle back to. Probably Doctor Doom's universe, like the Doctor Doom that we're interacting with. But maybe not. So pause there because we're going to circle back because it's a question. It's not a certainty. And then the third universe will be Earth 10,005, the X-Men Deadpool universe, so like the Fox X-Men universe. I think those are the 3 universes that we're getting. Okay. Let's circle back to the Doom piece. Do you think that he's coming from that Earth 828, or do you think that this version of Doctor Doom that we're getting is from a different universe entirely?
I'm going to lean towards different universe rather than the Fantastic Four universe. Mm-hmm. I think, and I say that because I'm thinking long term.
Yep.
We are more than likely going to get a couple more Fantastic Four movies because the first one was solid.
Yep.
And it was good.
It was great.
And enough people went to go see it where they're like, let's do another one.
Correct.
I look at long term.
Yep.
I do not think it serves them well, Marvel as a whole, to be having RDJ as Doctor Doom for longer than these 2 Avengers movies. If he's in both of them, theoretically, he's in both of them. Mm-hmm. I just don't think that's feasible.
Right.
I just don't. So I'm going to say a different universe for that reason.
Yep.
I would not be surprised if it's the Fantastic Four universe because that's the only other one that really fits. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's an either or. I am 20% that it's that Fantastic Four universe and 80% that is a different universe. What I suspect is happening here is that Doctor Doom is coming from a fourth, universe, fourth meaning separate from the 3 universes we already talked about for our heroes. He's coming from a universe that has already perished, and therefore he is motivated to not allow all universes to perish. And so part of the premise, right, of the comic, the Secret Wars comic, is he's cobbling together different elements of different universes to create his own universe in his image, right? And so I suspect that he's coming from a universe that's already perished, and he's going, I'm not going to allow this to happen to your universes entirely, but also I'm I know what's best, so I'm just going to mash you all together here. You're welcome, by the way. And yes, of course you're going to resist because you think, oh, how horrible this is. And you're right, it is horrible. But again, I know what I'm doing. I know what's best for all of you, so here you go. That's what I lean towards the most. That just feels most organic in terms of why would this character be motivated. I don't think he's going to be as motivated coming from Earth 828. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. I just think it's more compelling if he's coming outside of that universe, if he's an outsider.
I would agree that it makes more sense that his world blew up.
Yep.
I do.
Yep.
So I'll be curious to see, because also Doctor Strange has already been tied to the incursions. So
sure.
Is Doctor Strange going to just show up and be his sidekick right off the rip? Like, just like the comics?
Yes.
You think so?
There's a very good chance.
Him and Clea are just like...
There's a very good chance.
We don't have any other choice.
Yep. Very good chance.
That'd be kind of a
fun
game changer right off the rip.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
So, I don't... Yeah, I think I'm safe to say that he is his own separate
You feel
thing.
pretty confident there?
Yes.
Okay.